Hi there again, this is Sharon with SimplyCanning.com, and I showed you yesterday in the first part of this video how I peeled my tomatoes after they've been frozen. I took them out and I thawed them out, and I showed you how easily they peel. When I was done with that, I put the tomatoes back in my refrigerator, and so I wanted to show you today what I'm going to do with those tomatoes, because there's another trick that is really cool when you freeze your tomatoes, is it makes it really easy to can a thick tomato sauce. You know how when you can tomato sauce and it's a little bit thinner than what you want? And usually you have to just keep cooking it down and cooking it down until you cook out some of the liquid and it gets thick. Well, when you freeze tomatoes, what you can do is you can drain them. This is the juice off of these tomatoes that I froze and peeled. Actually, it was the day before yesterday. They've been in the refrigerator. And what I did is after I peeled them, I simply put them back into my wire basket right here. I put them in the pot, and then I put this in the refrigerator and I allowed it to sit. Now when I was done, I was able to pull this out with my tomatoes, and all of this broth, tomato broth or tomato juice, stayed of course in the pan. I ended up with 2 quarts plus a little bit of the juice off of the tomatoes, plus a pot here of nice thick tomatoes that all I'm going to have to do is just stir it up and warm it up, and then I'm going to can it just as I would any other type of tomato sauce. Now this has the seeds in it. If I wanted to, which I think I may do this afternoon, I could go ahead and run this through my food mill, which would take the seeds out. Normally you'd do that if you want to take the skins and the seeds off, but these have already been peeled. So I may go ahead and take the seeds out as well. This is great to use if you want to make things like sloppy joes or anything that needs a thicker tomato sauce, like a spaghetti sauce. You can use it if you want to make spaghetti sauce. I like to can it unseasoned, just like it is, and then add my seasonings and my garlic and anything that I want to add to it when I'm preparing my dinner. Just be sure that if you add any vegetables to the tomatoes before you can them, like if you add onions or garlic or anything like that, like if you want to make a spaghetti sauce, that you use a tested recipe, or you be sure and pressure can it, because the added vegetables will definitely change the acidity level, and then you need to use a pressure canner. So that's a great way to get your tomatoes thickened without having to spend all that time simmering. Still takes a lot of time, but it's time in the fridge and you can be about your business. And if you have any other questions, or if you need more information on canning tomatoes, be sure and visit SimplyCanning.com. Thanks.